Hi everyone, Irene here from Admin Army here for this week's Xero tip. So I'm going to quickly show you how to send statements from Xero. So one of the complaints that I get from people sometimes is that Xero doesn't send statements automatically. And part of the reason for this is because Xero has the email reminder function that I showed you a few weeks ago. However, if you do want to send a statement out to clients, there are a couple of ways you can do this. So the first way is that you can actually go into the invoices. If we go in through the invoice, we can go to the contact, and then here from the contact page we can select options and send statements. So you can also access this by going through the context screen, not through the invoice. So there are two types of statements that Xero allows you to send. The first is an activity statement, which if we put this back to from March until today's date and update, we can see all of the activity that has happened in Bayside Club's account since between those dates. So there was no opening balance, but we can see that an invoice was raised on the 10th of June and there have been no payments. Now we can either print that as a PDF, which will then download a PDF of that to our computer, or we can select email and email that out to Bayside Club from there using Xero's kind of email templates. The other option is an outstanding statement, and you can show what is outstanding as at a certain day. So outstanding is quite a good one if you're sending if you want to send statements at the end of the month, because they show your clients what is outstanding as at a certain date. So if we select update, it's going to show simply the outstanding invoice and any payments that have been applied to that invoice. So if an invoice has been completely paid, it won't show on the outstanding invoice, on the outstanding statement at all. It'll only show invoices that are due for payment as at the date you run it at. So the other way that you can send statements, and it's probably more useful if you want to send statements on by bulk, is by going to the contacts page and selecting all contacts. And then right here we've got the send statements button. So if we select that, it shows us, again, we have the options to choose statement type. So if we select leave it as outstanding as at the 31st of May, it shows us all of the invoices that are outstanding as at that date. You can then select the top tick box to select them all, or you can select individual ones. And again, you have the option to either print or email. If you select print, it will bundle all of the statements up into one PDF, so that it makes it really easy for you if you're going to be printing them out and sending them in envelopes. So just keep in mind that if you do want to print them, it's not going to give you individual PDFs for each of them. And if you select email, what it's going to do is ask you to make sure that any contacts you're trying to email have their email addresses entered. And again, it's just that standard statement template that you can adjust in the email section. So that's how two ways that you can send statements in Xero. I hope that makes it a little bit easier for you, especially this part here where if you want to send statements on bulk to your clients at the end of every month, you can do it from here. Awesome. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.